What is going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another cryptocurrency update, take number 3. Let's hope that my neighbor's dog, this little chihuahua, does not go crazy yet again. So first things first, we'll keep this short and sweet. The Casper price chart versus TEL or TEL coin. Now TEL is a behemoth. It has done exceptionally well since even the beginning of last year, January 2021. Measuring from here, January 11th, we can see that this bad boy has gone up over 36,000%. Absolutely insane. Now, coming back from here as well, seeing TEL from that all-time low price before it took off, it was up about, let's just say 200%, maybe 150, 160% from its all-time low price. Sizing this up, and I'll explain this in just 1 minute, we can see Casper from its all-time low price is only up about 120%. Now, as you guys know, for the past several weeks, we sold 50% of our position at 22 cents. I know it went a little higher than that. Then bought back at 14 cents, so I improved my position significantly. Now my 2 limit buys, one has already been filled at 11 cents even, and my final one is at 9 cents flat. So let's see, if we're at 10.8 and we're hoping that we can get to 9 cents flat, we're betting on another 15% drop. And again, if you truly believe in your specific assets, you've done your research, because the research is what keeps you sane when the prices are extremely volatile. I try not to sweat the small stuff and get all worried every time prices fluctuate. This is part of every single market. Do you think anybody that bought TEL down here cares that it's fluctuating 10, 20%? No, not at all. And if anything, TEL will probably have some nice upside in the future as well. Now let me show you this. Isn't it interesting that we had this overall wick on KuCoin for TEL coin back in the day? And I think the first time I bought TEL was around here, by the way. Nothing crazy. But right here with TEL, or right at the same wick. These wicks often do get filled. I know when we were all the way back here, like back in 2020, Mr. Level Up was talking about this gap getting filled, and of course it later on did, which is always interesting to see. And looking at this overall pattern, we're just going to draw a Fibonacci retracement from the low, so swing low to the swing high. Now of course here we have a double top, but I wanted to emphasize this for TEL. This is a fractal I shared back in December, November on Twitter as well. And we've been updating Cage's trades as well in Discord. And as you can see, TEL had one more sweep of the lows coming down below the 786, and that is exactly where it take me around that 9 cent mark for Casper. Now, of course, fractal analysis is just one part of the equation. I don't just look at a pattern in a fractal and say, this has to happen like for like. That is foolish. There's so many other factors in the world that can affect prices. The tokenomics are entirely different. I understand that. The use case is entirely different. I understand that. The amount of volume, maybe the specific market makers at the time. I get it. But right now, looking at the daily price chart for Casper and TEL coin, we can see some interesting similarities. Now, 30 cents will be a key zone for Casper, especially as we can start creating new all-time highs on this 23 cent level. That will be amazing. And so yes, full disclosure, I am extremely heavy in Casper. It is one of my long-term holds, and I really like finding an asset that is only up 100, 200% from its all-time low price, meaning minimal downside and maximum upside potential in the future. They do have some token unlocks coming in March, so not financial advice. Please be aware of that and do your own research. However, I believe that Binance and a variety of other exchanges will be listing Casper in the future. So notice, from the swing low to the high, we had this low at the 786. We'll see if we kind of get a double bottom down here, just like TEL coin did before it finally erupted. Coming right between the -2.7 and -618, which is the golden ratio. So I'd be estimating around 30 cents. And then looking at some other levels. Now TEL, of course, is the moon scenario for Casper. This would take it to, several dollars with ease. But let's get to 30 cents first. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And yes, of course, I believe in the potential of Casper reaching those higher digits in the future. I mean, we can even see some crazy wicks up here. Now, this is something I posted in Discord just to emphasize. When I bought DAG, it was only up 200, 300% up from its all-time low, and I went heavy. And shortly after, this was a 30x return, and I even had some of my closest friends, and sorry if you're watching this video, they sold at 5 cents in the summertime, right before we started moving. And that's actually when I was visiting Puerto Rico as well, looking at properties. I remember being in the car and just watching DAG finally create a new all-time high. But you don't want to sell after the crash in an asset. I'd much rather stagger sells out during some crazy pumps on a day that it's up 30%. Because when an asset is up 30% on the day, typically it'll come back down and you can always just buy back and accumulate more than ever before. Why would you capitulate or sell your position on an asset when it crashes 50%? You already missed it. The opportunity's gone. You're much better off just holding it. Not financial advice, I guess I should say I'm better off holding it after those crazy crashes and waiting for a retracement, and then you can sell. However, I believe DAG reaches 70 cents to $1 with absolute ease in the future, and I also operate a node with some passive income for DAG, and I know some people say, oh, but Kevin, 10, 20%, that is nothing in terms of APY. Well, as I just told you, I'm accumulating DAG, because this asset has already done a 30x, came back down, still sitting up over 10x since my initial entry, and I personally believe that DAG has some nice upside in the future, so instead of earning 10 to 20%, I am earning an asset, yeah, maybe below 20 cents again today. But a year ago, it was at 1 cent, and I believe the asset that I'm earning on a monthly basis will go up orders of magnitude higher. So quick reminder, with Telcoin, the market cap is at over $567 million. So yes, it has potential to get up to, several $billion in market cap, but overall, I would not be selling TEL here. I would be selling it during the parabolic move, trying to sell a little here, and a little here. Even if you dollar cost averaged or staggered those sells out and got out here, and here, you could take those and actually buy back now. You could improve your position by 2 or 3x. That's how the game is played. I would not be panic selling my TEL when it's already sitting at support. Now with Casper, CSPR, although TEL probably does have upside after sitting at support for so long and finally consolidating for so long, I want to buy assets that are here before the big parabolic move. Casper, has it had that big parabolic move? No, not yet. As I share, if it's well below my 236 on even the recent swing high, that fits my parameters. I'm not buying Casper at 20 cents. I'm not buying it at 50 cents. I have my cash position each week, just stacking up as much cash as possible on the sidelines. And when the asset falls into my parameters under the 236 of 11 cents or 10 cents or 9 cents, that's when I begin to unload. I'm not going to buy it when it's at 20 cents or 18 cents. I'm looking for the best entry as possible because I want my money to work for me. That's all I care about. So we have yet to have that big parabolic move. So whether you just play with basic support resistance and see 30 cents, you see, 50 cents, you see 70 to 80 cents, etc. I think this bad boy goes to single digits with ease in the future. Now, does it happen tomorrow? No. And if you cannot wait, get out of crypto. This is the parabolic move, expansion. This is accumulation. Now, Terra Luna, another asset that's gone up well over 100x, an asset that I was in May 2020. That was the earliest I was ever in. This market cap was under 100 million. The market cap is at $54 million, 56, 60 million, etc. 56 million turns into nearly 28 billion with a B. Insane. We can see that Terra's volume is up today, 38%. We can see Casper's volume is up a bit too. All right, guys, but overall, yes, I am bullish on altcoins, looking at their BTC chart, looking at their Ethereum chart, looking at their market cap chart, looking at their dominance chart, anything in between. History often does rhyme. Shared by Blake right here. Here are the 2013-2017 Bitcoin cycles before their parabolic blow-off top. So this is showing exactly how they looked before the market exploded upward. So you guys can do your own research and decide for yourselves, but looking at this, 2013, right here, right on the 1.414, 2017, right here on the 1.414, and then where are we today in 2022? And you even have this beautiful trend line up drawing as well. And look at this, the 1.414. I really like this setup. And of course, each and every year, the returns are diminished. And dear Bitcoin maxis, you guys can do what's best for you. I am not holding millions of Bitcoin or tens of thousands of Bitcoin. So I'm going to get my returns in the altcoin market and try to consistently get 2x, 3x, 4x returns, as I just showed you with DAG, which was a 30x, which happened in the summer. So just wanted to show you that I am swinging the bat on altcoins, and I hope that I explained some of my reasoning for it, and especially with assets like Casper and API 3. And of course, XRP, XLM, all of those older legacy assets look absolutely primed for a big move. No, I have not sold any of my position, and I'm ideally hoping for a scary liquidation event, and then if there's a big drop, I'm definitely going to enter heavy. Still believe these assets create an all-time high price, not financial advice. This is solely my opinion, guys, from my personal research. We'll also finish up with this. So Credible Crypto cannot wait for the fifth and final wave of the Bitcoin cycle to get underway. A student of the cycle also believes in higher highs for the altcoin market. Probably just going to get a bunch of snacks, chill in my room, and hit refresh as my net worth increases faster than it ever has in my entire life. A lot of people calling for zero, they don't even understand how charts work. They're looking at the 5-minute time frame. How about you zoom out and look at the multi-year time frame of this market, and you tell me where it's going in the future. We also have Robert Lesner. Price goes up, it's genius. This is the new paradigm. When prices go down, told you it was a scam. Crypto's going to zero, blah, 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 blah. And oftentimes the people that complain and are the most toxic towards others, oftentimes have the least amount invested, the least skin in the game, which I always think is so ironic. The people that have the most and are down hundreds of thousands or millions, they're typically quiet and the most mature. You can tell right away who's who on Twitter. Last but not least, iTrustCapital for 0% capital gains. I do have a crypto individual retirement account here as a Roth IRA. This is completely free to do, and once you fund your account, if you decide to have a 401k or any type of retirement account in crypto, because I can tell you right now I'm not interested in the stock market for the next 5-10 years, you get $100 in Bitcoin. Now, there's a variety of assets. You can diversify. You can go through Curve DAO. You can go to Algo, Cosmos, Tezos, ADA, Polygon. Look at these assets. Sushi, Yearn Finance, Compound, Uniswap, Polkadot, Chainlink, Stellar, EOS. A variety of assets. Or you can go after Shiba. And then also coming soon is AVAX. I thought they added AVAX already, but interesting. When Phantom. They should be adding FTM as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. This is linked in the video description of all crypto services I use. Stay strong, guys. Always do your own research. We're on the 30-minute time frame right now. And when in doubt, zoom out. Until next time.